welcome back to my channel. Today's look, I decided to recreate a look that I did on my Instagram. I did a mini clip on this smoky purple look that you see right now. I filmed a few weeks ago on this look, and I decided to just make a video and show you guys how to do this look. Honestly, it was super easy, to be honest with you. There is a lot of blending, but it was honestly by far the easiest look that I've done. Even though it looks intimidating because it's a purple shade and it looks smoky and it looks sexy, it's super easy, and I know that anybody can recreate. So yeah, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Go subscribe. And while you're subscribing, make sure you do turn on the notification bell so you can get notified when I upload next. And go check out all that information that I leave on my description box about all the products that I used throughout the video today. And with all that being said, I will see you on my next video, and I hope you do enjoy this one. Love you all. So I did one eye off camera, and I'll be showing you how I do the next eye. So first thing I did was prime, and I'll be using my Tarte Shape Tape concealer to prime. It's in the shade Light. And I also did eyebrows off camera. So once I blend out the concealer, I go into the first transition color, and I'm using the Hudabeauty Desert Dust palette, and I'll be taking this amethyst shade right here, and it's this purple one. And I'm taking that color all over my crease, and I am using the Morphe M518 crease brush. One trick that I like to do, I like to pull on my eye and then just like apply the color. I'm barely putting any pressure on the brush, and that shade is going to go all over my crease. Once you're done blending the crease shade, then I'm going to go with the next color, and for this one I'll be using the James Charles Morphe palette, and the color that I'll be taking is this one right here. This purple right here, and I'm also be taking that with my M518 brush, the same one that I used for the crease, and I'm just gonna focus that color mainly on the outer corner and then blend it up. So it's gonna go right here and go circular motions, and then start blending it upwards. Just like that. That's what you want. Okay, so now I'm taking the black shade on the Morphe palette, on the James Charles Morphe palette, and it's this black one right here. Hope you guys can see that. Taking this black one right here, and that is going to be just on my outer corner, so that's going to create that smoky eye look that we're going for. And I'm taking this Morphe brush. It doesn't have a number, but it's this one right here. It's also like a crease brush, but it's a lot thinner. And I just take a little bit on like the corner of that brush, and then I still put on my eye, and then I just start packing that color. Black is hard to work with, and if once you put too much of it, then it's hard to take away from it. And then I'm just gonna start doing circular motions the same way I did with that purple. Once you're done blending, I'm not done with the black shade. I'm gonna go in with a wipe, and I'm gonna clean up that edge. Alright, so once I'm done cleaning the eye, I go back with that crease brush. I take that purple shade from the James Charles palette, tap off the excess always, pull on my eye, and I go on top of that black lightly and just go in circular motions. Well, this is what you should look like. So at this point, I am gonna highlight my brow bone, and I'm gonna be using this Pure Bronze and Brighten palette, and I'm taking this color right here in the middle, and I'm using my Morphe M152 brush. I will be cutting the crease for this look. You do not need to cut the crease. I just prefer to cut the crease to make the color that I'll be using on my lid stand out. But if you do not want to cut the crease, or if it makes you nervous to cut the crease, you can definitely skip this part. You can use whatever color for your lid, and just make sure you do put some setting powder, some setting spray all over that brush, so it does become so it pops out that color. So I will be going back with a Shape Tape concealer, and I'm using my Morphe M224 brush. It's this one right here. And I do take that concealer back of my hand and just grab the brush, apply some concealer on the brush, and then I also pull on my eye for this. So I pull, and I'm gonna do a half cut crease, so I'm not gonna do a full cut crease. And with that same brush, I will be taking this shade right here from the James Charles palette. I will be spraying my brush with my setting spray, and I'm using the Milani Make It Last. Just like small spray like that. Once you have applied that lid shade, I will be going back with the crease brush, or the brush that I've used for the black, and with no extra product, I'm just gonna blend those two shades together. Okay, so for lashes, I will be using my Dynasty cosmetic lashes, and it's in the shade Tehran, and this is how they look right here. I'm gonna put these lashes on, and I'll be right back. Alright, my lashes are on. I'm gonna get my face ready for foundation and powders. So I already moisturized off camera, and I use my Clinique Moisture Surge. For primer, I'll be using the Cover FX Blurring Primer. For foundation, I'll be using the Hudabeauty foundation in the shade Toasted Coconut. And I'll be using my Morphe blending sponge. With this foundation, I like to work one side first, because I do find it that it does dry up fast. So I like to work one side of the face at a time. For my concealer, I'll be using the Naked Skin concealer from Urban Decay in the shade Light Neutral. To set my face, I'll be using the Airspun translucent powder. Before I set, I do look up and I try to blend out any creases before I set the under eye. With the face brush, I just take a little bit of that powder and I just like basically dust that all over. And then I start dusting off what I have under the eyes, nose, so on and so forth. I'm gonna go under my eyes. I'll be taking that crease color and then a little bit of the black in the outer corner, and then that should be it. For mascara, I'm using the Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced, and I'm putting that on my lower lash line. For bronzer, I will be using the Butter Bronzer from Physician Formula in the shade Deep Bronzer. And I'm just using my Real Technique face brush. For blush, I will be using my Pretty Vulgar Make Them Blush. And it's this one right here. It looks super pink, but honestly, it gives a beautiful cheek color. So I'm gonna take my, but you gotta be very light with this. And I'm using the Morphe E4 brush. You gotta be extra light. At this point, I do set my face, go in with highlighter and then lips. So for setting mist, I'll be using my Morphe setting mist. For my inner corner highlighter, I'll be using that highlighting shade. And I'll be hitting the inner corners with that. I will also be taking a little bit of this for my cheekbones, just a little bit, because I'm gonna go with a different highlighter. Also for highlighter, I'll be taking my Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder, and a little bit of this goes a long way. And then I just take that sponge that I'm using, which is the Morphe one, and then I just push everything into my skin. For my go-to lip shade, so that's what I would normally pair with a look like this, because I do have a dramatic eye look, so I would just go with something a lot toned down, like nudes or something. So my go-to lip combo is my Aquarius 2 liquid lipstick from Colourpop with my Cargo Cosmetics gloss.